What's up, boys? We're back with some more Talented for the Wave of Shadows DLC. The new ninja class is pretty interesting, so we're going to be checking him out. All of his abilities have the momentum mechanic, where every single time you use it, it becomes faster and faster for the rest of that current wave. So this creates 4 soul flames that orbit around you, dealing damage to anything they touch. And then we can also speed them up a bit every time we cast that. It's going to be kind of rough early on, I think, with a 15-second cooldown, but as we get more ability cooldown in the tree, that'll become easier and easier to manage, I think. So we'll just want to use that fairly often whenever we can get some value out of it. His basic attack has a bit of ammo, which makes it a bit hard to use early on. Let's go ahead and use that. So you kind of want to dump the clip every once in a while when you can get a bit of value out of that. Just to make sure that you always have ammo to deal with anything. Go ahead and toss another spell out. Yeah, sometimes you just don't really have the ammo to deal with everything early on, it seems like. The other ability actually gives you extra ammo for that, and I find it to be a bit better early on, but this one is kind of important for the caster build, I feel like. So let's take a look around here. We can level up and learn the unlearned talent above this, so that would probably just go there and not be super useful. Seems like we'll have to go here to go anywhere further. What do we have up here? 2 soul flames every 10 seconds, chance to apply confuse, that would be pretty nice. Throw a jitters that pierces enemies and deals damage and applies poison. That would be okay, we could probably head up there. I just don't think that's going to do a ton for us. Attack range, health, Bone Clan, what do we have over there? Soul Flame every 10 seconds and they gain 10% movement speed. Okay, that would be a decent little detour for a couple points over there. Toss that every time we can get some value out of it. Another soul flame. I find the ninja is pretty difficult in the very early game, so I don't really want to speed it up at this point. Just want to go for maximum precision here and try to save as much life as we can. And get all the XP, of course. Let's see, if we were to go directly for that, it would be like 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't get that tonight anyways, so we'll definitely grab that for now. What's that? Next talent you learn can be any talent in your vision range. Wouldn't really save us that much, but I guess it's fine. We could also go for that, and then over there. Doesn't really do that much. I think I kind of want to save those for later once we reveal more of the tree. So reload speed. We have 2 trophies for the clan mechanic, I think. What do we gain from this one? When your prisms break at the end of the night, they drop experience gems. That's pretty good if we get any sources of prisms. I don't think we have any way at all to spawn those right now, though. Whenever you complete a quest, your range is increased. That's not the greatest for my build. I think we will grab the first one just in case we find any way to spawn those, though. That'll give us a lot of extra XP later on. Cooldown is nice, crit chance. And then one more, a bit more cooldown reduction. What's that at now? 13 seconds. So we still want to be kind of careful on that. Oops, thought that would die in one hit. You see the current cooldown on that, it's 12, so I think so. Yeah, we just want to dump the clip there to get the reloads for those small guys there. That's our quest counter for the trophies. And those will become harder and harder to complete as you do more of them, I think. So 2 every 10 seconds, and then the Confuse should be extremely helpful on that. New skill, we can start spamming out. What's that? 4 basic attacks and critical strike chance by 5% until the end of the night. That's actually pretty good to ramp up your crit chance. What's that? Mystery. Well, I guess we'll probably grab that since it's close anyways. 2 additional shurikens, 2% crit chance. There is a clan thing that adds some of your crit chance as ability damage that would be pretty useful. I think we'll probably just go here for now. Complete a quest, you have a chance to create a prism. That's really not going to trigger a lot, but it will occasionally give us a tiny bit of XP with the thing we got there at least. Oh, I have 1 left. We'll probably go towards that. What's that? Soul Flame every 10 seconds and a chance to apply poison. That's going to be quite good. I guess we have 4, we can check what's in there. Critically striking 8 enemies causes basic attacks in random directions. That's okay. Critically striking 50 enemies creates a prism in a random lane. So that actually will give us a small amount of extra XP with the prism thing we got earlier. So I'm fine getting that early enough, even though it's more of an attack-based thing. Critically striking causes a random ability to activate. That would be cool. We need 3 to activate that though. So there is some interesting stuff in the Blood Clan to grab later on. And then we'll start heading up towards that, I think, to give us some free crit chance. Critically striking 20 enemies grants ability power. Okay, that's pretty cool for the caster build then. So we actually could go for one of the shadow steps to get us up there quicker. I would like to do that, I think. And I think we'll spam out our 2 ability to start getting the cooldown on that down. And then we'll save the Soul Flame thing since that's a bit stronger with the extra procs for it we have. Wait on that, we can grab that for 2 points, and then how many to grab a Shadow Step? That one's kind of far, that's not too bad. Or Crescent Leap, I mean. I think Shadow Step is that one. And then we can go directly up to that. Although, it's not the greatest right now, but getting that will be nice, although I think we can't quite do that now. Wait, I could have actually just gotten that one, now that I think about it. Yeah, that actually would have been better here. Let's see, 2 Soul Flames, and they deal 1 additional damage until the end of the night. Okay, so that's our best in slot ability. We also want to get that pretty quickly. Caltrops cover a lane with 5, each dealing 4 damage to an enemy that walks over them. I don't think I care about that too much. We can just grab that for the extra trophy chance over there. So spam out our dagger to get the cooldown going, and then use the 1 every time we can get some decent AoE on it. And I'm gonna dump the clip there since we don't have many left. That down to about 10 seconds with the momentum ramping up. but that'll get better and better as we get more cooldown throughout the tree. 2 additional shurikens and crit chance, don't care about that too much. I don't see an easy way over to that, so we might try and grab the other crescent leap for that. We could actually go here, and then the Shadow Step will go right next to that, and that'll save us a little bit actually. And then now we can grab that. What's that? Basic attacks have a chance to fire an additional shuriken that applies poisons. Soul Flame over there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab our best in slot ability here. 2 additional shurikens to your clip. Basic attacks apply poisoned until your next reload. That's actually not bad. If you can get the cooldown very low, then you have basically infinite ammo. Soul Flame every 10 seconds, and they gain extra movement speed. That's pretty good as well. We have 2 points left for this night. There's a Crescent Leap over there if there's anything we really want to head to soon. I don't think that's super important. We can probably save that for a bit later. Would like to get over there though, and I don't see an easy way for that. So I think we will try and go for it just to do that. Attack range and cooldown. And then we'll probably want to span this out as much as possible to get the permanent damage for the rest of the night. And then we'll use that one a little bit slower for extra AoE. I can probably speed that up a little bit. And once we just have a constant stream of orbs circling us, we can just use the basic attack to finish off any stragglers that get nearby. And we'll add more and more different status effects to the orbs. Cooldown, cooldown, very nice. Crescent Leap, ooh, what's that? Complete your current quest and the next one grants an additional trophy. I don't think that's super important right now. We might save it for something a bit more difficult. We're already halfway done with that. What was I going for with that? I don't remember. Oh, the thing that was hard to get over there. Expunge, yeah, I'll grab that. Mystery Talent, that's kind of close. I guess we'll go for that. So we're starting to get some decent cooldowns, we can probably throw those out a bit more now. And just really focus on the momentum cooldown reduction. Grab the Mystery Talent and Venom. Not the greatest, but it does help out a bit in the early game. And we'll probably start heading up there somewhere. I think that's fine if we're passing by it anyways. Attack range, health points, experience, nothing super important there. Complete a quest, chance to grant a prism, that's not the greatest. I think Spirit Clan does have some interesting stuff for casters. Okay, there we go. Ability power equal to 100% critical strike chance. That's quite good. Soul Flame every 10 seconds, and they last 0.5 seconds longer. That's very good. Into the night, you level up 4 times. That's okay. Kind of temporary thing. Soul Flame every 10 seconds, and kills with Soul Flame grant extra XP. That's very good. I don't know if we can go all the way over there, probably not. So we need 4 to get to that now, so yeah, unfortunately a bit short on that. But the extra levels will be a decent boost rate now. Or, well, at the end of this night, I guess. Yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where I can just spam the abilities as much as I want just to get the cooldowns extremely low. And that's the really fun part of Ninja, where you can just go full keyboard warrior with it. So we're going up here. Extra shurikens, and crit chance is actually pretty good now that we have that Spirit Clan upgrade. So if there's any more of those close by, we might actually want to go for them, just for that. That one is 3 points, that's not terrible. I do like getting the trophy stuff early on, so I think I'm fine with that. That one is 4 points, that's not terrible. So that'll be some decent crits and ability power. I think that's about all we needed around here. Oh, that's pretty good. Soul Flame every 10 seconds. That would be 5 points. I think that's okay. That clip so that we're ready for anything coming in. Just keep spamming the abilities as much as possible. Yeah, there was a blue we were about to grab, Soul Flames. I think I'd rather see the Mystery Talent health, not the greatest, oh well. And then we'll keep heading up towards... Yeah, I guess we do want that as well, so we'll make it a little detour over here. And grab Toxic Overload, since I don't see any super important ability for the 4th slot. I think that's fine. If there's an ability that spawns a prism, that would actually be pretty nice for the XP when they die at the end. By default, I believe they're 50% attack damage for any attacks you shoot through them, which is very nice for a standard basic attacking ninja. Doesn't do the most for super castery build, but it's not terrible. See any other abilities, so yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and lock that in. We'll have our 2 soul orb things close to each other, and then Those things over there. Entropy's decent. Clip contains 2 additional, which will buff up the crit chance things a little bit, which isn't terrible. 9.9999% crit chance? Okay. Ooh, we can actually grab 2 cooldowns on the way over to that. That's kind of nice. Oh, I have to go through there. So I want anything here. We are at that one, so... Wait, no, we're at that one. Quest increases your range. Not super important. Not super important. I don't think we really care much here. Although, another copy of that's kind of cool. But we aren't even close to that yet. Oh, that would give us a ton of prisms for XP. Okay, so new plan. We need to get a ton of trophies and go to the Bone Clan, I think. And then that'll give us a lot of extra XP overall. Oh, that gave me 2 instantly and interrupted my reloading. Oops. Okay, so probably want to use that after we're done reloading then. Oops, did that again. That's gonna take a bit to get used to, I think. So we're up to 50% crits, which gives us some decent ability power. I don't think we really need to detour for that, so we do have a Bone Clan there once I get a bunch of trophies. Can I... No, I should have remembered how many it would take for that. But that would actually help us. That's a very easy quest for my build though, so we definitely wouldn't want to do it right now. But we can get close to it. And then maybe it'll be good to do after tonight. Entropy's decent. We can get the poison reload thing on a fresh clip every time like that, then that's a lot of extra damage for it. Also just keep spamming it here to get the cooldown low and have a very large clip if anything gets close. Almost had that one finished. I guess we'll probably wait on that one. We do have a crescent leap over there, which is helpful, but I can't really see very far up there. That's not super useful. Do we have any blues I would jump to nearby? Not really. Maybe we'll discover something along the way. Nope. Oh, entropy over there, that's useful. So we can do that and then jump over there. Catalyst, not really. I guess we'll keep heading up here and then save that for something else. Oh, if I can get another free level off of a talent, I could actually go there. I don't see anything though. We have most of the blue I can see right now. Don't really care. We could just grab the cooldown over there since that's a fun stat, and then see what we can find off to the right, I guess. Not a whole lot, it seems like. Soul Flame every 10 seconds, that's not bad. But our base cooldowns are getting pretty nice now. I actually think the basic cooldown stat there is one of the better level ups we can get just because it helps stack up momentum so much. And then we also get the flat damage from the one ability on top of that. Alright, that's a difficult quest for me, even though we are getting some of it. So that'll be the perfect time to use that. Ooh, a legendary. Prism in each lane. At the start of each night, prisms increase damage of basic attacks by an additional 50%, so that would be double damage. And each lane would give us some nice XP with the clan thing that makes them drop XP. Kind of far away, though. Wish we had another Crescent Leap for that. We'll definitely take that now. Shadow Step is above it. Expunge is pretty good. I guess we'll keep going up here and hope we find a Crescent Leap at some point. 8. That might be enough for the Bone Clan thing. So we need 3 for that. And then 4 for the extra ability power on crits. And then that's the thing we really wanted, so we need another 5 for that. Venom, Expunge, Shadow Step, that's above it. Might be, well, not with that thing over there. We'll definitely take that. And then if I can swing around, then maybe that will bring me up there if I learn that first, but learning it like that just isn't super useful. That's fine since it's 1 point, I guess. Seems kind of hard to get over there. Well, I guess we're heading through here then. Another barrage is actually decent crit chance now, and that'll be a lot of AP at least. Did 236. Then that'll give some decent attack damage, some decent XP. Reload speed, not super important for me. There's a Crescent Leap, but kind of late. We'll get it ready for whenever we find something else, I guess. Hitting an enemy with 3 basic attacks applies wounded, double damage taken for 2 seconds. That's okay. They'll probably be dead by the time I'm doing that, though. Might grab it anyways with the Crescent Leap over here, and we have 2 of them actually. Oh, we do have enough for the Bone Clan if I find another of those now. 3 points, yeah, I guess we could grab that. Should be a lot of extra XP with how fast we can cast all the abilities. 10%, I think that'll still be a ton with how fast we're casting now. What's the next one after that? Complete a quest, a sack of experience appears in a random lane. That's actually not terrible if you get it early enough. It's not super important though. Damage of basic attacks by 100%. Oh, doubles knockback of basic attacks, not super important. For 1 point, that's not bad. Entropy over there. Kind of a long travel distance. Oh, I guess 4 points, that's not terrible. Yeah, I think we can do that. And cooldowns and trophies are kind of nice. Not super important going that far, we'll save that for later. And I guess just go up here normally. And then we really need to spam abilities now to spawn the prisms. That should give us a lot of XP at the end of every night with all of those up. $14 talent points, not bad. Keep going up here, what is that? Another shadow step. Whenever you use an ability, 25% chance to add a shuriken to the clip. Okay, that would actually add infinite ammo. We're not an attack build, but that's still kind of good just because of how many abilities we're casting. So we'll take a crescent leap all the way up to that. Increases the light provided by talent on the tree by 50%. Immediately teleport to the nearest legendary talent on the new tree. Oh, that's kind of cool. We already have that. We could grab both of those. Bone Clan. I think we were mostly done with that. Oh, I guess I could grab the XP sack thing. If we wanted to teleport over there still. Can you take that directly to a portal? I've never actually tried that before, but it sounds funny. Oh, you can. Interesting. So the portals give you a new randomly rolled talent tree. We got a rare talent. You also learn all other talents connected to it. Oh, interesting. So we can grab that. And then... what does that do with a clan above it? Oh, it does enter it. That's actually kind of a waste because it doesn't cost you anything to enter a clan. And we don't have enough to do anything there anyways. But I didn't know either of those two interactions, so good to know at least. Bombardment. I don't think so. One of every common talent, that's not bad. Wait, you don't get the bottom points from the tree, you just start up here. I guess we can go up and try to get another talent tree pretty quickly. I think it's one legendary per tree. May as well, since we have the free bonus off that. Oh, I forgot to get the reload thing, didn't I, when you cast an ability? Or maybe I didn't. spam, go! Talent points, not bad. Crescent Leap. So we could use that to get a purple down there, that's not bad. Oh, it learns the clan right next to it, that's right. So we need 3 to get this thing. Critically striking, a random ability. Okay, that's not bad. We won't trigger that much, but it should trigger the momentum effect, lowering their cooldown a bit, I think. And then can't get the thing after that, so it'd just be that one. I think that's fine. And then Crescent Leap over to that. One of every common talent. Get a Shadow Step over there. Entropy's decent. Yeah, I think we can do that. And then I think we will go for that. There's nothing nearby, so that might jump me up pretty far. Did that explore the legendary? What was that pop up there? That brought us to that, so we can grab that for 1 point. Barrage is okay. Although, actually no. We have maxed out crit chance and ability power off that now. You can't go over 100 in this game, so that doesn't actually do a lot. We could go down to a Crescent Leap over there and then jump up there somewhere. Not really a ton. I'll probably go ahead and grab that thing. No damage for the first 30 seconds. Meh. May as well grab that. And then I guess we'll just rush up to a new talent tree so we can get even more legendaries. Not really anything we need super badly nearby, I think. Oh, we could go for the Crescent Leap into the portal. I think I'd like to discover the other portals first, though. That one isn't really amazing. Rare talents appear 50% more often. That's quite good, though. We could definitely do that. I guess we can probably just run through normally over to here. So that'll get us a rare mystery talent, sure. We got a Crescent Leap, so we can now jump up here. Closest epic talent on the tree, I don't even see any. Let's see what happens there. We got the 3 basic attack supplies wounded. There's another Crescent Leap over there. We can probably save that for later. Entropy there is pretty decent. Expunge is quite good. Improve the poison chance on them. Although I guess we spawn so many, it might not be necessary. But whatever. It's nice to have. Entropy there is decent. Now we just keyboard ninja everything. All of the soul flames. so much momentum. So we wanted the entropy there. Town above it isn't super important. What's that one? Bombardment. Don't really care that much. We can do that pretty cheaply. Don't need that anymore. Entropy's okay. If we go to any more clans, it would probably be spirits, and we do have one right there. So I think I'm fine going in that direction. We need 4 for that. Soul Flame every 10 seconds. That would have been so good early on. Still okay. Complete a quest, increase ability power by 25%. It's okay. But we don't have enough anyways. History talent over there. And minimum, Those really only add extra to the clip now since we're capped on both of those stats. I don't really care that much. I don't think I'm going that far for a mystery talent. Blood Clan, we need 4 for that. 3 additional shurikens. That really doesn't matter, I think. Entropy is decent. What was that? I don't know. Probably just keep going up here. I think this is the final night. Come get some orbs! So many orbs. Man, Ninja's so cool. I love the momentum mechanic. Look at those cooldowns. It's like a 1/10 of a second now. First time you fall below 35%, fire basic attacks, and heal to maximum. Sounds decent. Basic attack passes through a prism, creates a small nova dealing damage based on ability power. That would have been kind of cool for that run, since we eventually got a bunch of them from casting stuff. Did we get the final tier of stuff there? No, I still don't have it. Wow, that takes a while. But yeah, the momentum mechanic is really fun. It is a little bit hard to get the manifestation going in the early game sometimes. I feel like Adrenaline is a lot better, just giving you the instant reloads. And as you get the momentum stacked up on that, you just basically have infinite ammo. Makes it a lot easier to do an attack-based build. And a lot of the rare talents actually are more suited for that. But momentum is just so fun. I'm glad we did that, and it worked pretty well. Got absolutely insane towards the end, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.